Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. This is the Pete's Parlay Show for NFL Week 9. I'm going for it again. NFL Week 9. Been a while since I've had a winner. I'm going to go for it again. This week, Week 9, I got 3 legs. Hopefully I can win 3 this week. One of these weeks, I'm going to win one of these, all the legs, and get a nice payout. All right. 3 legs this week. Not a lot of sharp action, according to Brent from BetDSI. The sharp action that he did take, I actually kind of made fun of what I expected him to tell me, because he's told us so many times that sharp action came in against Minnesota, and of course Minnesota's been cashing week in and week out. If you watch that video this week, you'll see that I, sort of sarcastically said, "Is the Sharps against Minnesota again this week?" Brent said yes. Yes, the Sharps came in on the Rams at +3. Now it's down to +2. Of course, Minnesota's covered a bunch of weeks. I think it's 6 weeks in a row now. Take that for what it's worth. According to Brent, sharp action once again fading Minnesota. Also, sharp action came in on Green Bay on the over, and in the big Miami-Buffalo game, which I'm going to take a play on the total with that one, for the parlay this week, sharp action came in on Miami +3. One big borderline pick for me this week was Atlanta-San Francisco on the under. I bet that one on the under when it opened at 45. Now it's down to 44. The quarterback change has me a little bit concerned. Just because you don't know exactly what you're going to get with San Francisco, although I'm assuming that we're going to see, a relatively conservative offensive game plan again, and that Atlanta will be able to be held down somewhat. Very borderline for me to include it, but I just decided to leave it out at the last minute. Maybe that'll prove to be a mistake. Then 2 other borderline picks, both came from the Monday night game. I'm leaning Chicago +4 and the over 49. The over seems like a little bit of an obvious play, so I'm going to wait and think about that one a little bit more before I decide to stick with my bet. And, I'm kind of liking Chicago. Doug Upstone told us that he liked Chicago this week. I agreed with him. I did bet that one on the opener. Just decided to leave the Monday night game out of the parlay this week for no real solid reasons. They were both definitely borderline picks, Chicago +4 and the over 49 in that one. And then another one that was borderline for me was Green Bay. Spoke to a lot of guys whose opinions I respect, who this week who all said that they like Carolina at various lines, 2.5, 3. Chris Andrews, most notably, really likes Carolina +3, or it was one of the games that he chose to discuss with us. My sense is that, Green Bay coming off a loss trumps all the factors that those guys cite that are legitimate factors and very important and very interesting to hear. My sense is just that Green Bay off a loss, probably worth a shot, and -2.5, -120 was a little bit steep. I considered taking them on the money line at like -145 or whatever it is. That was another borderline pick for me, was Green Bay bouncing back from their loss. All right, so let's get to the 3 picks for the parlay this week. First one, Miami-Buffalo. I'm going to take the over 44. Tyrod Taylor back for Buffalo, and Miami lost Cameron Wake, and I just feel like at this line, one way or another, it's going to go over. I've had a pretty good read on Buffalo totals in general, particularly Buffalo totals at home. I like the over with the Pats. That one hit in one of my parlays this year, and modest total, Miami-Buffalo over 44 is going to be the first leg of the parlay. Second leg of the parlay is going to be a play that I've been saying that I liked all week. It's slightly concerning to me that it hasn't moved as yet, but we'll see where it closes if sharp action does come in late, and that's going to be on the under 45 in Denver and Indianapolis. Denver had a great win last week against Green Bay. Potent offense there. Defense stepped up and managed to get an under in that one, despite the dominant win by Denver. And I think we might see something, if Denver dominates here again, just like they did last week, we will see another under. And that's going to be my second pick, under 45, Denver and Indianapolis. And then the third pick, I'm going for it. In retrospect, I might look crazy, or I might look like a genius if it cashes. We'll see. One of them is going to happen. I am going to go with Tennessee +8 after the coaching change against New Orleans. Yes, Tennessee has all kinds of problems, but I've been reading some good things about the changes that the new coach has been instilling. They're going to be a lot more run heavy. They're going to try to give them a lot more protection on the offensive line. Also, Tennessee has some good numbers in pass protection, in pass defense, which might match up well against, which might limit New Orleans' strength in the passing game, and it's just a lot of points. 8 points, I'm thinking Tennessee gets the cover, and it's not a lock, but I like it enough to include it in the parlay this week. Right now the line is +8, and that's going to be the third leg of the parlay, Tennessee +8. So those are the 3 picks. Miami, Buffalo over 44, Denver, Indianapolis under 45, Tennessee +8, all -110. I'm going to do a 3-teamer, 2s and 3s, round robin, $25 base, $100 to win 347.30 if all 3 legs win, and if just 2 legs win, it's a tiny loser. It loses about $10. That's the Pete's Parlay for NFL Week 9.